The Sendai colony is straight hands. YUTA pulls up to the Sendai colony with a bang, taking down gas station Gandhi with a single slash. Got him crashing out in the lobby for getting less screen time than Tenten. 1 down. But 3 enemies remain, all hunting for that victory royale in the Sendai colony battle royale. Lock in. Now that Gojo is gone, I gotta prove I'm not a fraud. I can't end up like that bum Megumi. He's most likely passed out in some alleyway already. YUTA tries to help the non-competing citizens like the good boy he is, but then a challenger approaches. Big Roach. Some big swarm is gobbling up people like it's queso versus the McDonald's menu out here. YUTA dashes in with no fear, and it turns out it's a bunch of cockroaches. Hell nah! Insects are like my biggest fear, and a whole swarm of them reinforced with cursed energy. Yeah, I don't care if I'm Gojo himself, I'm exiting the colony effective immediately. These people gotta save themselves, ask God for help or some. YUTA is a good man though and goes in to save this guy. Never mind, bro is gone. YUTA blasts the swarm with his +10 moon veil. Then he locates the origin, and it's this big roach just standing there, menacingly. They go in and swim. YUTA manages to cut the sword arm off, then uses his own sword to staple it, then smacks him, recovers his own weapon and goes in again. But it's not that simple. It starts expanding into a giant swarm again, so YUTA has to do a tactical retreat while the cockroach swarm just full court pressures him. Look at these parkour skills comboed into a slash, but even more keep on coming, but he hits another clean counter. Now 2 roach tornadoes circle him, but YUTA has no time for this tomfoolery today and deletes them from the fight. But 2 manage to sneak up on him and goo all over his face, blinding him. Now Big Roach himself goes in. YUTA manages to block even when blinded, but the sword fires something, then a couple more clashes and Big Roach gets another hit. YUTA's wounds start exploding into insects. Yeah, hell nah. I signed up for JJK, not Junji Ito-esque body horror. I'm about to puke. Another stomach hit. YUTA is about to be pregnant with bugs. The roach grabs him in a chokehold. YUTA is about to be buggified to death, so he does what any one of us would do. He gives the roach a fucking smoochie. Oh hell nah, get me out, bruh. He better hope Maki don't hear about this. But it was less of a romantic kiss and more of a I'm going to drive my cursed energy from my mouth to your brain to explode your entire body type of kiss. Another kill for YUTA. 2 down and 2 remain. I think it's time to rest up, use some bandages, maybe a mini shield. Not! A new challenger approaches. Cloudie, aka Cloud Baddie. YUTA gets insta-blasted across the map. Then she goes in for another, and it seems YUTA accidentally copied that boy Luffy's Devil Fruit. Either that or the overworked and fried animators are forgetting which anime this is. She smacks him again. YUTA's step tracker is the only one happy right now. And now they start yapping. She explains her technique is to control the surface of the sky. And then she goes off on some prehistoric beef she had with YUTA's ancestors. And she still has not let that go.
Prepared to die.
She grabs YUTA and starts choking him. Hey, I'd rather have Cloudie here choking me than the roach from earlier. They fly as she keeps choking him and YUTA's arms get all floppy like mom's spaghetti. But then, as soon as there is a good 1v1, in true Fortnite fashion, some dumbass pulls up to third party and fires a kamehameha at them. Bro almost took him out with the heavy sniper. They notice that it's a new challenger, Elvis with the hair. YUTA is understandably tilted from the third party and goes in to fight this guy, and he switches to some automatic rocket blaster and starts blasting YUTA. YUTA barely dodges and almost catches him off guard. And is it just me, or is that guy Elvis? For some context, YUTA is fighting reincarnated sorcerers, and this is some D-tier rockstar who sold his soul to Kenchaku for a reboot. But I'ma just call him Elvis with D hair. Trust me, you'll know why later. Then he starts talking about making YUTA his dessert. And whoa. Pump the brakes, potato chip. First a kiss with a cockroach. Then Cloudie choked him. And now this guy wants him as his dessert. What even is Sendai Colony right now, bro? They start beefing and go back to back in an energy clash. Then YUTA gets bumped away. This guy chases him and plows him through a building. YUTA now goes in, gets blocked with the right, spams the left, gets sucker punched. He turns this into an UFC match, grabs Elvis from behind, who blasts himself through the wall. YUTA then spins and sends him flying, then grabs a rod. And it seems YUTA was training with Victor Wembanyama and the Shaolin monks in the off-season. Elvis counters with the hair burst spamming. And like, let's take a second. How is bro's whole technique making his hair a cursed energy cannon? Gege, are we high? Elvis bro retreats into a tunnel. YUTA chases after him and starts deflecting the beams and then dodging on some Jedi master shit. Then Kazo starts stroking his hair to fire his ultimate burst. Blam! But it makes him temporarily soft, which gives YUTA time to go in and smash him with a train. YUTA kicks him up like a football and punches the D-hair, but gets blasted straight into a team combo to the Cloud baddie, who gives YUTA a devastating backshot. YUTA, you gotta report them for teaming right now. The alliance doesn't last long though, when Elvis fires at the Cloud baddie only to get Yuno reversed and smacked with his own beam. Bro, I love when curse techniques interact like that, but they know that YUTA has been beefing for a while now and he's low on HP and on heals. They know his cursed energy has run out from spamming reverse curse technique, so they're gonna finish him now. They forgot one thing though. While they queued solos, YUTA queued duos. Rika, pull up. It's time to humble these fools. Rika pulls up, gives YUTA more cursed energy, and shows she's been farming legendary loot this whole time. YUTA chooses the Affinity Gauntlet, and Rika's 5-minute timer to be able to be summoned activates. YUTA immediately stuns Cloudie with the cursed speech, then he pulls up with Rika for a nasty jumping. Elvis joins in with blasts, then YUTA dashes at him like he's Superman or some. You know bro is feeling himself right now. Cloudie starts a whole terrain shift and the fading starts heating up. Another perfect parry sends flashlight hair flying back. So the jumping is back on again. Cloudie causes Rika to accidentally do team damage to YUTA, so Rika starts crashing out on her and sends her flying. Hair Brody and YUTA throw hands while Cloudie and Rika battle it out. Rika gets blasted in the middle, then Cloudie damn near breaks the whole skybox. YUTA goes in to beat this hacker. He pump fakes with the cursed speech, then dashes in. He also stole gas station Gandhi's technique and uses it against Cloudie. They clash and the Affinity Gauntlet runs out of durability. Rika and Elvis crash in before the beef can be settled. Then Rika gets blasted away. And now all three of these dogs convene. Brody starts pounding his chest and they all know what time it is. Get ready. For the first time ever, it happens. We get a triple domain clash. This shit is so peak. This episode really got Gege acting like Oprah. You get a domain. You get a domain. You get a domain. Not you, buddy. Holy smokes, bro. The domain starts forming, but while everybody was beefing, somebody grabbed Big Roach's reboot card and now the bastard is back and he flies into the domain clash. This overcomplicates the barrier too much and the domains collapse instantly. Now all four of us are here posing like it's an aura farming competition. Their cursed techniques got burnt out by the domains. So all we got now is hands. YUTA instantly gives Cloudie payback for the backshot earlier. Then Big Roach goes in and cuts her hand off, infecting her with the buggies too. And Rika insta chomps the hand like a starving lion. But Elvis used this time to line up his shot and he blasts both of them away with a mega cannon burst. Hear the blast. So he can do that even without his curse technique, because I guess so. Elvis showed up and earned himself 2 kills with 1 shot. Damn, I was not familiar with your game. I apologize. YUTA does snag 1 kill steal to pad the stats though. But this leaves us to a 1v1 face-off with the 2 big shots of the lobby. Oh, and Rika is here. This is where shit gets serious. Just remember, Prime Fortnite, solos, only 2 people remaining. The pressure builds up like it's the NBA Finals. They start charging up and posing at each other. And this man YUTA is really trying to justify the Gojo draft comparison, cause he pulls out the off-brand holo purple. I think that's called the solid pink right there. These two get lost in each other's eyes for a minute. And then they burst. Clashing beams like this is Prime Dragon Ball or some. The blasts cancel each other out and dust covers the field. Elvis sees another beam is coming, so he goes to meet it with his own. But this time Rika fired it and YUTA used it and the dust as a distraction to close the distance. But Elvis has game sense though and blocks Rika's weaker beam with his bare hand to focus back on YUTA. So YUTA's pump fake just got sold. Elvis has the upper hand now, it's looking bad. He full point blank blasts at YUTA. But YUTA's copy technique recovers just in time and he uses Cloudie's sky manipulation and redirects the beam up. Then full smashes bro in the guts.
He needs some milk.
Rika goes in for a headshot too. They're gonna finish him. But Rika's 5-minute timer runs out, so YUTA's copy technique disappears along with Rika. Now they got no ammo left. Time to bring out the pickaxes. YUTA kicks him, then gets smacked on his side. They both just start spamming punches. This is like the modern NBA. No defense is played here. The exchange just continues and continues. Then YUTA finally switches it up and just grabs Elvis to keep him in place. He's confused because how is YUTA gonna do damage like this? But YUTA had a fucking master plan. YUTA all the way from the atmosphere. Bang! Bang!
Oh, what a shot from Curry!
with 0.6 of a second
The
remaining.
fully loaded beam didn't just get redirected up, YUTA gave it some spin and it comes back down like Thor's hammer and deep fries potato chip. That's game! That's the nastiest outplay I've seen in a while. He took him out by using Cloudie's technique to redirect this guy's own technique against him. Game! He even got bro looking like Megumi. Bro really got fraudified. Well played, bruh. And the final opponent goes down. YUTA wins. He earns the victory royale of the Sendai Colony Battle Royale. Congratulations. Later YUTA even rebooted the ops so they could give him their points. This Brody went from 35 points to 190 points in one episode. YUTA exits Sendai with almost 200 points in his pockets and generational aura gain. It is not an easy day for YUTA haters, but just because a commenter mentioned it, I do have to bring up the YUTA OC allegations. Here is the evidence, you make the judgment. This right here was the finale for Season 3 Part 1, and it comes back at the end of the year. Well, it's gonna be a minute, so if y'all want some high quality content to hold you over until then y'all can subscribe. You know, I'm still pretty new at this whole YouTubing stuff, but I'm slowly learning, so join the journey if you're interested. There is that red button, and no pressure though. But hey, even if this is the last time we ever meet, thank you so much for watching and have a fun life, okay? Anyways, see ya!